My name's Zio, and happy birthday NGS. Wow, hard to believe it's been 4 years. SEGA put out a statement commemorating this thing, of course. On June 9th, 2025, PSO2NGS NGS version 2 celebrated the 4th anniversary of its launch. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of our ARC's defenders for continuing to enjoy the game. In June of last year, the long-awaited new field, Nameless City, was released. In July, the new card game Lion Strike was implemented alongside the PSO2 12th anniversary event, Super Phantasy Festival. In August, the new action system Mars was released, which shook up the combat system in a big way. Outside of the game, we held our first offline event in a while, ARC Summer Party 2024. All of our ARC's defenders had a great time partaking in the various attractions, including a Lion Strike tournament, and a skit featuring a crossover between two pairs of familiar heroines. Also in October, the new face option Animatica Face made its debut, opening up a new world of possibilities and character creation. From December 2024 to February 2025, the winter update, Festival of Light and the Dark Tyrant, brought extra dual-type quests, and Dark Falls Vile and Chapter 7 reached its climax. Yeah, Vile and Masquerade really did the heavy lifting. Meanwhile, we held our first nationwide offline event in about 5 years, the ARC's Friendship Caravan, which took place all across Japan. JP Onry, of course. That'd be a lot harder to do internationally. It would have to be in a major metropolitan area, like for North America, it would have to be in either, say, LA, New York, or Las Vegas. Okay, maybe not LA right now. San Diego would be cool though. For Europe, it'd have to be London. The problem is that it's not Sonic or Yakuza, so the brand recognition outside Japan isn't really there. At least not enough to justify those kinds of expenditures. Well, anyway, moving on. In March, NGS Headline ended with the graduation of Hiro Arai after 4 years at the helm. Yui Hasegawa, who acted as MC at the ARC's Friendship Caravan among other events, took over as MC of the new NGS Headline Wave. Widely regarded as the face of the ARC's community, Hasegawa has received praise for her performance as the new MC. Yeah, she's been doing a pretty good job. The 4th anniversary event, Super Origin Festival, will run from spring until summer this year. Following the festival, the summer update, The Realm of Awakened Fantasies, will introduce the new Animatics face and a powered-up Malignant Dark Falls Vile, plus 13-star rarity weapons and tons of other updates you won't want to miss. Keep your eyes peeled. I am dreading Vile Prog. We've had lots of positive feedback regarding updates, campaigns, and offline events over the course of the year. We will continue pushing forward with new content and adjustments to make NGS a more enjoyable experience for all users. While the story has reached an interlude with the defeat of Dark Falls Vile, we've received many comments from users who are looking forward to seeing what happens next. We will continue to regularly release new story content, including the post-Dark Falls Vile battle side story coming in July. Stay tuned. The Headline Wave at the end of July will introduce our update roadmap for the second half of 2025. We have many new fun things planned, including a new player action system, an update including the new Alter Realm field, and an epic face-off with a certain large boss enemy. In addition, we'll be celebrating PSO2's 13th anniversary in July, PSO's 25th anniversary in December, and NGS's 5th anniversary next year. We're already working to make the 5th year of NGS a truly special one. All of our team members will continue putting their hearts into making this a fabulous game. Thank you for playing NGS version 2. You're welcome. Going back to Vile, I like how they're doing this with 13-star weapons being tied to that fight, at least for the time being. These fights are pretty rough, and the folks who took the time to gear themselves out and learn these fights should feel rewarded for their efforts. What I hope they do is not make it available anywhere else until, I'd say, early August. That way the folks who put in the work get first dibs on this stuff. Rappycomu made a post saying that you'll need at least 4630 battle power to get you in the door. And the current welfare gear as it is now won't be enough to do that. You know what? I'm happy with that. But knowing my luck, I probably won't see a crest for a very long time. And if I do, it'll be something other than a wand or a gunblade, so onto the shop it goes. As for the story, I'm glad to see them giving that more attention. I've had people come to me in town and be like, yeah, what's the next your video coming out? And then I'm like, when they give us more to work with, that's all I can really do here. You guys really seem to enjoy those, and they tend to do really, really well. The official PSO2 Global X account even gave me a shout out for the last one that I put out right around this time last year. The story's always been a pain point for a lot of folks, myself included, and not just for the sake of making videos. I could be all Alex Jones conspiracy theorists like, Alex Jones here, what is Crawford not telling us? How do we shut down the dull production machines? How do we get back into space? How do we get back on that Ark ship, commandeer that sucker, and regain our place as the kings of space? Oh yeah, buy my supplement. Oh, I love you how we call me Big Frog. Throw your tail in the air if you're a true player. Buy my Super Type 1 Vitality. So I guess you could say these games are like hamburgers, and the content is essentially the beef. So we've been having the whole where's the beef discourse on and off for a good while now. I feel like the beef is more or less there at this point, just not as much of it as people would have hoped, and maybe there's something with the cow? I don't know. Ironically, the vast majority of all human interaction is to complain about something. There may be some valid points, but technically it still falls under that umbrella. This all sounds good, but in order to win back the folks they lost and court new players, I feel like they might need to make some fundamental changes here. It goes back to the whole where's the beef thing. It's like Chrono and Criticaster have pointed out in some of their videos, the current content just doesn't have any staying power. Like you've got the pyramid, cannonballs, ordinal tower, and purple triggers. There's just no incentive to do those. I mean, there is some incentive the first couple weeks after launch, but once everyone gets what they want, forget about it. Instead, it's just funneling people into slothfully rehashed limited time quests to get the same shit. It's just LTQ, 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 UQ, UQ for the same damn shit ad nauseum. And then for a new person, finding people to, run this permanent content is like pulling teeth, just for the sheer fact that it doesn't have any relevant loot. I'd like to see them move away from that. Maybe what they could do is re-examine the loot tables in places like the Pyramid and Ordinal Tower and make it so they drop materials for current bested slot augments. And then maybe bump Malignant, Aegis, Solus, and Dalian to 105 and have them drop the current armor, but with a higher chance of higher fixa. And of course have Vile drop Chris weapons, and get LC augments out of those loot tables. This wouldn't solve everything, but I feel like it'd be a strong start. So what do you guys think? What could they do to turn things around? You know how much I love chopping it up with you guys in the comments section and on the streams. Come on by and hang out sometime, we'd love to have you. Anyway, that's a wrap. I hope you have a blessed day. And remember, to the notes all be true. Until next time, farewell.